Coronation Street, B694/252, edited copy, part 1. 15 seconds.
It's a funny word when you come to think of it. In fact, it's daft.
What's that, love?
Elevenses. I mean, why not call your breakfast eightses and your afternoon cup of fourses?
Oh, sure, I don't know, but better look it up in the Oxford Dictionary. That might throw some light on the matter.
Oh, I can just see me doing that. Anyway, it's not really elevenses, is it?
Well, no, it's more 10:30s.
Oh, well, whatever you call it, it was nice on it last time.
Mrs. Ogden, are you quite sure you've finished the select?
Yeah, and I've done the lavies and all. You can go and have a look if you like.
No, thank you. I'll take your word for it.
Well, have you heard the news?
What news?
Well, from the town hall. They're choosing today, you know.
You call that news? I thought you were going to tell us who the new mayor is.
We know they are choosing today, Mrs. Ogden. It is in the Weatherfield Gazette.
So if you've shoved your brush in here just to tell us that, you could have saved your bristles. Anyway, while you're here, you might as well tell us something useful. What odds is Benny Lewis giving?
Odds? Odds on what?
Not on what, on who? What's he laying that Len'll get that gold chain?
For that matter, how much on Councillor Roberts?
Well, I don't know, I'm sure. I only clean the shop out. Cleaning the customers out is Mr. Lewis's department.
I might just nip round there at dinner time and have a flutter on Fairclough.
Surely Benny Lewis really isn't taking bets on the outcome of this, is he?
Catch him missing the chance. I had a good look at both their horoscopes this morning, and unless them stars are running wonky, lens in and no messing.
What does it foretell for Councillor Roberts? Not the one she placed too much emphasis on these things, of course.
It's definitely not Alf's week. If Gypsy Jane's got her sums right, he's going to need splints to keep his chin up.
Well, Bet, whichever of them is chosen, it is going to put Coronation Street on the Weatherfield map again, and that is a fillip that this district has needed for a long time.
You know, it might not be so bad for the Rovers either. They might start holding the civic dues in here.
Oh.
Yeah, I can just see your Billy doing the Major Domo bit. His Worship, the Mayor of Chorlton, Cumhardy, and the Mayoress.
I think that's exaggerating the picture a bit. All the same, it will be rather pleasant to have the town's principal citizen as one of our regular clientele.
And talking of Mayoresses, who'll get the job here, I wonder?
Pamela?
Who'll be the Mayoress?
Well, that depends who they choose for mayor, of course.
Do you know, up to a few weeks ago, I would have said that Rita was a dead cert. But the way she's been going on about Len, she wouldn't have him back if he was next in line for the throne.
Yeah, probably ask Mrs. Howard.
Somebody else's missus?
Well, it's permissible, I believe, dear, always provided that the husband is willing.
Provided.
Well, Alan may think it would be a set-up in his own career.
And then suppose Alf Roberts comes up lucky?
Yes. Poor man to have been widowed so recently. Well, who he'll choose is anyone's guess. But, you know, you've given me an idea. Talking about civil functions.
Why?
Tonight, when the announcement is made, we will hold a little celebration for the victor. And, of course, the gallant runner-up.
A party? Hey, that's a smashing idea, Mrs. Walker, and very worthy of you.
Well, it's only right that we should be first. Coronation Street's own welcome to the new mayor.
Blackpool? This time of year? Norma must be balmy. I don't know about Jacko, but I reckon it'll just about finish me off.
Why, you've not been cooped up in Risley Remand Centre for 9 weeks. After you've been locked in a cell, sea breeze on your face probably feels like heaven, even if it's blowing half a gale.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. How long they gone for?
Oh, on till Wednesday, then Norma's coming back here and Jacko's going to look for a job. Again. Hello, Jerry. 62p, love.
Tom.
Hello,
Jerry.
Rita. Can I have a packet of mints, please?
Yes. Any legit salt?
Oh, do you have them curiously strong ones?
Thank you.
Please. Thank you.
Exotic taste, some folk.
Rita, I just thought you'd like to know that...
No, what, Joe?
well, Mr. Fairclough's coming back today.
Is he now?
All right, we're expecting him any minute, actually.
Nice for you?
Oh, he's come back early, especially. It's a bit of a crucial day today, like.
So I hear. Well, let's hope he gets what he comes back for. Ta-da.
Ta-da. Well, what do you make of that?
Studying calculated indifference, I'd say, and not very convincing.
Well, I think it's a shame. I mean, they've got to live together, haven't they?
Have they, Jerry?
Oh, I didn't mean it like that, Mrs. Clegg. You know what I mean.
Hello, am I missing something?
No, it's just me trying to pour oil on troubled waters and getting it all over myself, you know.
20 of the usual, love. You'll have to tell me about that sometime. I could do with a good giggle. Right now, I'm in a hurry.
You got to get Alan's dinner, eh?
You must be joking. I'm getting back to the canteen so I don't miss the steak and kidney pie.
You mean you're not eating at home?
Oh, love, it's not much fun cooking for one, is it? I'd rather sit listening to Edna and Ivy's prattle and sit staring at four walls on my own.
But, where's Alan?
Where he usually is, leading a life of Riley in all the town pubs. Oh, blow it. Two can play at that game. Give us a packet of wine gums. That'll learn him.
Elsie! Elsie! No dinner. No flaming dinner. We'll make you the meals, the meals.
Look, I'm telling you, I know it's going to cost a bit more, but the only thing to do is have the waste pipe coming out
Oh,
under
come
here.
off it, Jerry. Why don't you leave all that to me?
All right, you have it coming out under there, but what are they going to do when it gets blocked up?
They're going to come round to us and we're going to unblock it for them. Grist to the mill, that, mate. Grist to the
No,
mill.
that's no answer, that isn't. That's just plain flipping irresponsible.
Hello, what's this? I'm away for 5 minutes and what are you doing, tearing each other's eyes out?
Don't tell me, Len Fairclough.
Hello,
How are you,
Jerry,
mate?
mate. Hello, partner. Having staff problems, are you?
Len, I was Scarborough.
Flipping freezing, mate. You weren't daft refusing to go, were you? And in answer to your next question, no, I didn't. I was far too tired at the end of the day, so all I wanted to do was get a few bevies down me and get into bed. On my own.
So, job or a pig, then?
Oh, a pig, mate. He was a prize-winning sow. I think the last plumber employed there must have been Heath Robinson's granddad, and that was only a start. When I'm looking around trying to find out where to begin, this so-called hotel manager comes up. You know, he's a big poncy bloke with a big moustache like Gerald Nabarro and talks terribly far back, you know.
What was up with him?
Oh, he's only coming to chuck his weight around. He kept complaining the sort of mess I was making and telling me where it was going wrong. I stood him for about 3 days and then I stuck me spanner up his nose and I said, OK, mate, you do it yourself.
Well, what happened then?
Oh, they had a board meeting. I stayed and he kept out my way. I do think they were glad to see me go, though, because I kept feeling V signs in the back of my neck all the way to the station, like little stingrays, you know.
I hope that'll be Scarborough now. Ringing to say you forgot your gold inscribed ciggy case.
What?
It means your leaving present.
You must be joking.
Hey, Mr. Fairclough, I saw Rita in the corner shop this morning.
Oh, aye? How is she?
Well, she's fine. I told her that you were due back today. Now, look, I know it's none of my business, Mr.
Well, it isn't, but Jerry, thanks all the same.
Oh, you
mate.
mean I
I'm
ought
going to
to-
give her a ring a bit later on today, but at the moment I'm a bit screwed up, you know.
Yeah, I do know, but look, don't leave it. Do it now.
Hey, I was at town hall. They want you down there right away.
Oh.
Can't imagine why.
I'll have to go and find out what they want, then, won't I?
Hey, town hall's that way.
Yes, but I've got a bit of a call to make first, haven't I?
Must be important.
Aye, it is.
for you.
What's going on? What's up?
What's up? What's up? You've damn near set the flaming house on fire. You're going to be frizzled like a Sunday joint and no doubt about it. You've all the stupid, irresponsible... What's the matter with you? Hasn't anybody told you New Year was over 2 weeks ago?
I'll leave it alone, Elsie.
What's all this mess? You think I'm not just better than Dopey than picking knives and forks up after you? How long have you been here?
I don't know.
You've not been to work, have you? You've not been near that flaming garage.
Oh, shut up, Elsie. Get off me back, will you?
Well, and you are a grown man. You know what happens when you go into a pub. You know how drunk it can get. You know how much you can take.
Will you shut up, Elsie? Give me some food, will you?
"30 seconds. Coronation Street, P694/252, Part 2, Take 1.
But it said it on all the adverts. These vouchers are worth money. It were on telly.
Yes, I know, Mrs. Toff, but that doesn't mean that you can actually change them for money.
Well, what does it mean then?
Well, what it means is if you save half a dozen of those vouchers, you get a free tin of Paddyfield rice pudding.
I'm sorry to barge in, girls,
Hello.
but I'm in a bit of a hurry, you know.
Cigarettes?
Please, love. Oh, yeah, Mrs. Duff.
Right.
Thank you, darling.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much, Maggie. Hello, Len. Hello, Alf. I'll see you later, eh?
Oh, hey, Len.
Well, I'm very sorry, Mrs. Toff. There's just no way that I can change these for money.
Oh, dear.
Well, you are saving, you know. Well, you must have enough vouchers there to keep you in rice pudding till next Christmas.
But I don't like it.
But all those tins you bought.
Only 'cause I thought these were for cash.
But what happened to the rice pudding?
I gave it to our Suki.
Your cat?
She loved it.
Excuse me, ladies, I might be able to help you.
Well, I don't see how, Alf.
Well, how many vouchers has Mrs. Toft got?
34.
Well, 2 pence each. That's, we'll call it 70 pence. Here, love, I'll be happy to buy them from you.
But Alf...
No, I'm definitely a rice pudding man myself. I'll soon get shut of them.
Thank you, Councillor Roberts. I'll be able to get a birthday present for my grandson now. That toy helicopter in Richardson's window, he's been on about it for weeks. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome, love.
Ta-ra, Mrs. Toft. That was very kind of you, Alf. And also, dead against the rules.
Well, there's no point to being mayor if you can't break the rules from time to time, is there?
No. What did you say?
They've just told me. I've been elected next mayor of Weatherfield.
Oh, Alf! Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, I am glad for you, really am. I've been hoping they'd pick you. You deserve it.
Oh, I don't know about that.
When did you find out?
About 20 minutes ago. I came straight round from the town hall.
So I'm the first to know.
Yes, Maggie, you're the first.
Oh.
You know why, don't you? Every mayor must have a mayoress. Well, he doesn't have to, but he's daft if he doesn't. So not being daft, will you be my mayoress, Maggie?
Oh. Al.
Say yes, you'll make me very happy.
Oh, it's very, very good of you to ask me, you know. Well, I'm flattered, of course. No, not flattered. Honoured. Deeply honoured.
Well, then.
Oh, it's just that... Well, to be asked out of the blue like that, it is a bit of a shock. I mean, I've never thought of myself as a mayoress.
Well, that's exactly why you make such a marvellous one.
I want to say yes, Alf, but...
But what, Maggie?
Well, there's such a lot involved. I mean, well, there's the shop, for one thing.
Norma will look after the shop. You know very well she will.
Yes, but is it fair to ask her? I mean, I'd have to be away an awful lot.
Well, not all that much. Plenty of other women combine the two jobs.
It's not only the shop, it's... Oh, well, I suppose I've got to admit it. I'm scared.
Scared of what, for heaven's
Oh,
sake?
scared I'll let you down. I mean, all those speeches and dinners and public occasions, I just don't know how I'd cope.
I told you, Maggie, you'd be great. Far better than me. Now, come on, what do you say?
Oh, it's no good, Alf. I can't give you an answer. Not straight away. I need time to think. I can have time, can I? You don't have to know today.
No, of course I don't, but don't think for too long, you might say no. Just close your eyes and jump in with both feet. We'll have a marvellous year, I promise you.
Hey, can we tell people about you and me?
I don't see why not. He'll be all round town by tonight anyway.
Oh, you don't have to tell me. I can see by your faces. I hope you'll let me be the first to congratulate you. Your worship.
Come on, love, I've said I'm sorry. What more can I say? All right, I got a bit drunk.
She were drunk, all right, and nasty with it.
I said a couple of things I didn't mean.
You meant it all right.
I was a bit disappointed, too, you know. I got home and you weren't here. There was no dinner ready.
Which is not surprising. By the time you got home, I'd gone back to work, and the pubs had closed. And besides, you said you weren't coming home.
What?
Yes, you told me, for about the 99th time, that once again you were staying with your friends in the Vine in town. Now, do you remember?
Yes.
Alan, if that's what going in pubs does for you, I should leave it alone.
I'm sorry, love. I know I've been overworking lately.
Overworked? Is that what you call it?
Well, you know what I mean. You don't drink in your usual fashion if you're tired and run down. I'm going to ring Fraser. I'm not going to the nightclub tonight. We'll have an early night, eh?
That sounds to me like the best suggestion you've made since you started this caper. You need that to ring Fraser?
It's the hair of the dog, love. Want a drink?
No, thank you, Alan.
Have a little drink.
I said no, thank you, Alan.
Something wrong, Bet. I'm sorry, dear. But if your figures are accurate, I am paying more for tonic than I am for gin. Now, that can't be right, can it?
Well, I've got a good head for gin and tonic as long as it's in a glass, but when it comes to figures on paper, they just make me dizzy.
That's obvious, dear. Anyhow, not to worry. When Billy comes back, I'll get him to check it for us.
Excuse me, only I've got some news.
Oh, no. Don't tell us Mafekin's been relieved.
No, it hasn't, Miss Clever. They've chose the new mayor, and it's Alf Roberts.
Good old Alf. And poor old Len.
You know, I can't help feeling they've made the right choice. I could never picture Len Fairclough in mayoral robes somehow. There's always something raffish about him, not quite a civic dignitary.
Well, they'll fit Alf Roberts all right. I bet he looked pompous in his pram.
Oh, no, I wouldn't say that. No, love, no. Portly but dignified is how I'd describe Councillor Roberts. And there's one thing, he always threw himself wholeheartedly into his public duties, which is more than you can say for Len.
Yeah, you're telling me. We've not seen sight and the light of him for over a month.
Well, so much for Gypsy Jane and her heavenly bodies. I'm glad I didn't go round to Benny Lewis's, or that'd been another 40p up the Swanee.
Hey, I wonder what'll happen when Len does hear the bad news, though. Cat'll be among the pigeons then, all right.
You mean to say he doesn't know?
Well, he didn't half an hour ago.
Well, of course, somebody's got to be unlucky. We can only hope that Len proves himself a good loser.
I won't be so sure.
No. Well, nothing we can do to soften the blow, except to make tonight's little celebration as pleasant as it possibly can be for everybody. So, you come along now, dear, because we've got a lot of work to do.
Like the lady says, as pleasant as possible for everybody, except Joe Egg. Billy, look after the bar.
Well, what do you think?
Oh, it's great. It's better than the Galloping Gourmet.
Well, what's up then?
Well, this. Don't you reckon it's counting us chickens a bit?
Well, if you're going to give him a surprise, let's make it a proper one.
I'd cover it up all the same.
No, it was you who said they wanted to send for him just to tell him he'd lost.
I don't know what we got to celebrate any road. We'll see less of him at the yard than ever now. All this honour and glory for Len just means a lot more hard graft for thee and me.
Well, perhaps Town Hall will give us a medal.
Aye, a putty one.
Hey, hope it's him. Cover it up.
Len? What's up?
What's up?
Alf Roberts got in. That's what's up, and good luck to him, I know.
Well, I'm sorry, Len. I'm really sorry. I thought you'd... Well, we both thought
We're
you'd
both sure
walk.
you get it, mate.
So was I.
Well, what happened?
Oh, Chapman was very decent about it. He said he didn't want me to read it in the paper. That's why he asked me round there to break it to me gently himself. Oh, well, come on. Don't stand there looking as if you're going to cry. It's not my flipping funeral, you know. Anyway, I don't think I'd have suited those mayoral robes. I'd have felt the right Charlie standing around in that clobber, dropping all the H's all over the place.
Ah, yeah. You could be right.
Of course I'm right.
What's all this?
Oh, it's note. Excuse me.
Eh?
No, it's...
Well, what's all this rubbish?
Well, it's just tea, isn't it? We got a bit of style here, you know, mate.
Ah, we can still have his tea, I suppose, even if you're not going to be rotten mayor.
You are not wrong, Jerry. You're dead right there. You dig in, eh?
Len, you going to sit down?
No, I won't bother, because Annie Walker's chucking a bit of a party afterwards.
Oh, I think I'll give that a miss.
Ah, me and all.
Oh, no, don't be like that. You're going, we're all going. We've got to drink the health of the new mayor of Weatherfield, haven't we? Oh, Ray.
Yeah, OK.
Jerry?
Yeah, if that's what you want, Mr. Fairclough.
Well, that's what I'd like, anyway. Look, they're kicking off about 8 o'clock. Will you make sure you're ready?
Yeah, all right. Oh, Mr. Fairclough, did you manage to phone Rita?
No, I didn't get the chance, actually. It's a bit flaming late now, isn't it?
Well, I feel not only is Councillor Roberts to be congratulated, Weatherfield is too. The town couldn't have made a better choice.
Yeah.
Just what I said to Stan.
You're very kind, Mrs. Walker. You're all very kind. I only hope I can live up to it.
Of course you'll live up to it, Al.
Hello, Rita dear. What can we get you?
Oh, sherry, please, Mrs. Walker. Congratulations, Mr. Mayor.
Well, mayor-elect, actually. I can't call myself mayor until I've been installed.
Well, then, congratulations, Mr. Mayor-elect.
Thank you, Rita. And the very best of luck to you, too, love.
You shouldn't have any trouble with the routine, Alf. You've seen a dozen people do it before, haven't you?
Ah, well, it's the same as everything else. You always reckon you could do better. Then when you finally get the chance, you're not so cocksure.
I don't know what you're worrying about, Alf. All you need is a good lady mayoress and you're away. That's all there is to it.
Worth her weight in gold chains.
Ah.
Well, then.
What do you mean, well, then?
Oh, come on, Alf. You know a leading question when you see one. The ladies are dying to know who you're going to choose.
Well, it's not a matter of me choosing. I mean, it's like popping the question. If the lady doesn't say yes, you're not in business.
Hello. Mr. Fairclough's on his way, Mrs. Walker. He's just having a drink in bar with them.
Good. Now, I'm sure you can both do with a pint. Bert, would you mind, dear?
No rest for the wicked, not even at a party.
It's what's called a barmaid's holiday, darling.
Remember what we said early night?
Well, come on, love. We just got here.
Yeah, I'm just reminding you before you get too far gone.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Annie Love. Congratulations, Alf.
Thanks, Len.
Great. You know, I've been buying all my own booze in there. No one told me it was free.
I bet you never got beer like this in Scarborough, Len.
I won't have a pint just now, if you don't mind, Bet.
It really is free, you know.
No, as a matter of fact, I want to make a toast. A very special toast, actually, so I'll have to drop at that celebration sherry.
Yes, indeed, Len.
Everybody, I'm not going to pretend that the last couple of months haven't been nerve-wracking, because they have. Not only for me, but for Alf. But if this two-horse race hasn't done anything else for us, it's allowed Alf and me to knock off a few pounds. But I do think Alf's going to put it all on again, you know, with all those dinners he's got to eat. Being a mayor, you know, can be a very hazardous business, especially when you're carrying round your own corporation. They do say that, what's his name?
Tubby.
Tubby, aye, Big Tubby.
You mean Tubby Charlesworth?
Tubby Charlesworth. You know what happened to him, don't you? He had to go into a health farm when he finished his anyway. Well, now that I know that I haven't got this sort of problem now, I'd like to wish Alf the best of luck for the next 12 months. Do you know that he's going to be the last mayor ever of Weatherfield?
That's a shame.
And as a matter of fact, I think he's going to be a great one.
Yeah, get here.
So raise your glasses, eh? To Councillor Alfred Roberts, mayor-elect. Or in other words, Alf.
All the best to you.
Thank you, Len. Thank you, everybody. Well, I don't need to tell you that over the past couple of months, Len and I have remained the best of friends, and I'm sure things are going to go on in the same way. But if he thinks I'm going to be lumbered with all them dinners, he's got another thing coming, because they tell me at the town hall I'm allowed to choose my own deputy mayor. And I'll give you one guess who I've chosen. It's a sort of consolation prize, but I hope you'll accept it.
Of course I accept, Alf. Thanks a lot.
Well, there's nobody I'd rather have behind me.
Well, thanks. Great, then. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll up it, because I'm a bit shattered after that journey and everything else.
Ah, sure. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Bye.
Jerry,
Bye, love.
Jerry, would you tell Rita I've got a drink round up on the now for her, please?
Well, yeah, if that's what you want, Mr. Fergal. What does deputy mayor mean, any road?
Just means you got more excuses for disappearing.
Oh, you're a right pair of weary willies, you two, aren't you? Old before your time.
Old? I'll show you who's old.
Oh, will it never end, this fatal fascination? Why is it that every man I look at falls in love with me?
Love? Who said out about love?